everyone. Hope you're having a great week. So, got some really cool experiences and information. Again, continued to relate to old story in this, what we're discussing about old story, letting that go. And so right now, specifically today, I have kind of this sensation that there is a choice. Old story and new story are kind of presenting together, giving you the option of which one you're going to pick up. And both are there and both are completely free for you to choose, right? As the decider of your reality, old story and new story are there. So it's kind of like confirmation that you have been developing these new neural pathways, these new habits, all the things. At the same time, those old habits are kind of still lingering, I guess, maybe. Just not lingering in terms of like you're still actively participating in them, but the energy of them is still there. And it's just a choice. And I first want to say that old story is showing up in various ways, right? And it's just a habit. It's just a habit. It's not because you aren't healed. It's not because you're not ready. It's not because it's never going to change. It's just a habit. And it's presenting as an option for you to engage with. So what does that look like for you? Are you going to pick it up? You could simply look at old story and just say, you know what, thank you for what you're showing me. I'm just not here to pick you up today. I'm not going to pick that up today. I'm going to pick up something new, and you have that choice, as we have said. So I kind of want to give you a bit of an exercise, something I've been really thinking about. So consider for a moment that we know feelings are just energy, right? But consider for a moment that the energy isn't connected to a feeling. It's just a sensation. So what we label as fear, anxiety, love, gratitude, it's just a perception of a frequency of energy. And then what we do is we label it as whatever it is, because it's familiar. And because we are creators of our own reality, we then manifest a situation to manage it, or to match it, right? So let's take this in the context of old story. So you wake up, you start to feel anxious, or you start to feel a sensation of energy that you have in the past assigned to anxiety. You then begin to search for and create a scenario in the 3D that validates the presence of that anxiety. And that is the old story rehearsing itself. It's old story presenting. So take an exercise today is when whatever feeling comes up, just recognize it as a sensation, as an energy detached from any sort of feeling. It's just simply unassigned energy that has a vibration to it. And you can choose to either engage with that energy or send that energy love and allow it to move on, and don't engage with it and choose the higher vibrational energy, whatever energy you want to engage with. So it makes it even more simple to let go of an emotion when you don't attach a signature to the energy. You just observe it. Oh, there's a certain vibration coming about. Consider that sometimes this energy presents as just a habit, as just a certain level of vibration that we then begin to assemble a story around. So by observing it as just energy without any sort of label, we don't have to then assign story, belief, manifestation, pattern, so on and so forth, right? Okay. So practice that for a bit, and also just consider that you can choose. Old story and new story are both presenting. Which one are you going to engage with today? There's an option. There's a fork in the road. It's all your choice, right? And you can simply allow also the old story to be a memory. Sometimes when you think about it as a memory, it helps it separate from you a little bit too. Even if it was 2 seconds ago that you had that memory, and just observing it as like, okay, that happened. That's in the past. That's old story. So just consider that for a bit today. That's just an experience I've been having. I had a powerful dream I'll share with you. I dreamed I woke up and I remembered the night before. It was as if like, you know, you had had too much to drink the night before or something like that. And all the old story was last night. And I dreamed that I had friends come and leave all kinds of gifts on my porch. And these gifts were all representing the new story I was creating and wanted to create in my life. They were on the porch. So it's kind of like, are you gonna open the door and pull those gifts in and just engage with those? Or are you gonna engage with the old story of last night? So I thought that was really cool. I don't get a lot of messages from Spirit regarding dreams. And so that was pretty cool to experience that. Anyway, hope that helps. Love you guys.